All right, I've got this is a little calendar that belongs to teachers. When I was working as a custodian, a big word, huh? As a cleaner, cleaning up the school. Now, I did all of that during high school now, and then at 30 some years old, I got that job as a custodian. The one problem with it is that it's 90 degrees in the summertime. It's just too hot to do anything. And there's a lot to be done. Moving furniture from one place, desks, and so on. So, a custodian, you could do it if you're not older than 25 years old. All right? Now, of course, there were 60-year-olds in there. They were, but they're not like me. All right? In fact, when I worked as a custodian, I kept thinking only an immigrant could do this job, not a U.S. citizen. It's a lot of work. So here's this calendar, and it says, the mother and the son are talking. Mother, why are you home from school so early? Son, I was the only one who could answer a question, Mom. Oh, really? What was the question? Said the mother. Son, who threw the eraser at the principal? Now, I did laugh at the first time I read this, but now I'm not laughing because, or a moment ago, I stopped myself because I said, wait a minute, that's disrespectful. Throwing things at somebody, and what has the principal done? Uh, it tries to teach the kids something through different administrating, how many teachers they have, how many students they have. So throwing something at the principal was not nice. But it's because I worked as a substitute also, and I had a piece of paper thrown at me by a girl. And I said, it was one of you five, so I sent all five to the direction. And then somebody at the end of the day, an administrator, told me, I knew it wasn't the four guys because they're on the football team. And I said four guys and one girl. The girl did it. But that's why I want cameras in the classroom. All right? If there are no cameras in the classroom, then there is chaos. That's a bullying behavior right there by the student. Did she get expelled? No, I doubt it. We're trying to help the children graduate. They're all right. So they are children by the number they have. However, it's a hostile environment. The best advice I can give you if you're 18 years old is work at a school in the cafeteria. You'll be home by 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. You won't have to deal with the kids. Just prepare the food. It's a task-oriented activity. Now, if you like thinking and you like, if you like thinking with your brain and things like that, you don't like moving your body so much, but you're still young enough to be strong enough, lift some weights so you can pick up those heavy trays and do your time there while you go to school, because you need to have some money. And if you're 18 years old or 17, well, at 17, I think they won't hire you. But at 18, you don't have bad fingerprints. What do you call that? Yeah, fingerprints. So you qualify. You don't have to say how many jobs you've had. None. It's my first job. So you can work. You won't work as hard as the custodians. You won't get much money, but you'll get some kind of income. All right? And it could be in elementary school. It's one school the same day every day. It's not like as a substitute I was going this school, that school, and then I didn't know where I was going. Different. I mean, they call you at 5 o'clock in the morning as a substitute, and then you're like, all right, what school? And it's a machine, and you got to write it down, and You could fix it as a substitute, because you could say, I will only go to this school only for third grade, and then you know what you'll be doing, all right? But that's an advice that I'd give you. I mean, I didn't do that. So I went one day to kindergarten, another day to high school, another day to third grade, another day to first grade, and I had no idea what was going on. In fact, you don't even know where to park the car sometimes, you know? And the high school, it's terrible for parking. So I would say avoid the high school, but the food is good. You learn how to cook. You're 18 years old. You work there 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Get your degree online, so you don't have to go to the colleges and get shot. Just get your degree, shot by somebody that's angry, you know, an angry classmate. Just get your degree. You're 18 years old. You got your money. You save enough. You could go work at the elementary school where you went, you know. And from there, you go on bicycle until you buy yourself a car. I do advise you to get married for 30 days, or less than 30, 3 days, whatever it takes. Because sometimes your parents don't want to pay for your college loans, or they don't want to pay for your financial aid. You got to fill out your financial aid. And when you go do the financial aid, they say, oh, you're not 24 years old. Your parents I need to see your parents' income tax. My mother and father don't want to give it. Then they say, well, in that case, you can't go to school until you're 24 years old. Find out. It's happened to several of the people I've met. So the solution to that is get married. You're 18 years old, you get married, and then they call you an adult, all right? An adult opinion. I'm making this word up. You're able to go to college, and you don't need your financial aid papers filled out, your IRS papers, to take them to your financial aid people at your college. You just take your own. But as soon as you have money, you probably want to move out from your parents' house. Yeah, you probably do. So at that point, I advise you to learn carpentry so you can build or buy your own, what do they call those? Little houses, tiny homes. Now, I saw a YouTube ad right now for $150 down, no credit check. It's $4,000. And the guy that does it, was it North Carolina? Was it Virginia? I forgot where. But you might have to move all the way over there, go on the Greyhound, get a job at an elementary school as a cafeteria worker, buy that little house, and rent the place. Or not, well, yeah, you got to put it somewhere. So you got to go and knock on doors, or say, could I put my house there? I'll pay you $200 a month. Give me some water, or $300 a month. I don't know. But $300 plus $150 is $450 a month, and that's probably half your paycheck. But that's an idea for you if you're 18 years old and you want to move away from the house without joining the military, without moving in with your friends that some of them you might not get along with. They're great friends, but once you live with them, you don't get along. Like, some of them don't clean up, some of them smoke cigarettes, some of them have loud music, some of them you can't stand the music that they have. It's not loud, it's just that you can't stand it. So in my experience, I used to be a Tony Robbins. I used to listen to his tapes, cassettes, or CDs. I had a $300 thing here. I mean, it's actually like this wide, but you can't see my hands. And well, yes, someone's there. So this person didn't like it, so picked it up over her head and smashed it on the floor. Then my uncle ran and he said, no les pasó nada, nothing went wrong with it, nothing's wrong with it. So But at the same time, I didn't like this person's romantic songs. I mean, I just couldn't stand it. Make me cry or make me, because I understand the language in Spanish, but I can't stand romantic songs. I mean, they don't make me happy. They make me sad and crying and stuff like that. I'm very sentimental. So listen to your songs, and I'll listen to my motivational CDs. Enjoy your life. It does get better. However, if you want to be a strong man, you gotta have a job. It's very difficult. They treat you horribly if you don't have a job. They really do. Family, friends, not friends, but whoever lives with you. Enjoy.